right, so it was a major day for game releases, PlayStation 5 UI showing offs, and also rains down on me. Purple rain happened. And you can find all those videos. Those are all hints to teasers of videos that are on the channel. You can find them hopefully right now as I'm putting this video up. So this is the Night City Wire for Cyberpunk 2077. They've been doing dev diary type of, live stream type of video, live streams. I have so much hope in this game, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm trying not to let myself get hyped up because you never know. You never know if a game's going to, how it's going to come out nowadays. But I've said it before in the past that Mass Effect is 100% my most favorited series of all time. And this game is giving me those same feelings. All this right here, the blood, gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, strong sexual content, use of drugs and alcohol, rated M for mature. It is, it's on the same level of like a GTA, but you have all this like kind of cyberpunkiness in it, and just the way that you can customize the story mode and do everything just the way that you want to do it, and the in-depthness of all your actions have reactions in the game world, even more so than what Mass Effect did from what we've seen so far. My only possible gripe with this thing is it's first person, and I'm kind of in that boat of like, I would rather it be third person game just because then more people have access to it, because some people get very motion sickness off of first person shooters, which technically that's what this is kind of turned into, is like a first person shooter with a giant story mode to it. It is CD Projekt Red also, which I don't know why they didn't go third person for like that kind of Witcher-esque quality, but this is looking great. This is looking, if you can do first person titles, this is looking amazing. I mean, this is possibly, I'm on the same hype boat that everybody else is on. Hopefully it delivers, and this is like, it's one of everybody's favorite games of all times. We'll see how it goes. So anyways, Night City Wire episode 4. Let's check this out. Okay, very cool intro.
Welcome to Night City Wire, Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things.
Oh yes, Holly
Cyberpunk
Bennett, also
2077.
a show host.
We're going to start today's episode by giving you a look.
I guess
at
technically
some
the host,
of the
and then Alana Pierce is like the journalist reviewer.
And having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at the lengths the teams have gone to bring vehicles to life.
Very cool.
We're also going to have news on an exciting collaboration. Then we're going to be talking about fashion and styles in Night City before we recap the incredibly talented finalists in our Cyberpunk cosplay contest. We'll then wrap up today's episode with some news about Stadia. There is a lot to talk about.
About Stadia.
So, let's get started.
Yeah, see if I do that, then so fiddle around with this green screen filter trying to get it right.
In a huge open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast.
You need a chill ride. That's right.
And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Get this. 4-liter
classics
engine,
also?
cylinder, goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
Woo! Can I customize my vehicle to be the vehicle that I want to drive around in?
Every car and motorbike with amazing attention to detail.
Like, can my default vehicle just be a bike? That'd be awesome.
You can expect everyone not only to look unique, but to deliver a unique driving experience.
It's a good thing they have third person, like, driving in
All
this.
right, show me what you got.
Because I kind of don't like even GTA, I don't like driving in the
Don't
first person.
expect advanced tech or luxurious materials here. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's not the size that counts.
You start off with golf carts.
This class is mostly utility vehicles.
Four-wheeling
and
golf
low-end
carts.
clunkers made for every pocket.
Hold on. It's a wreck.
Whee!
My wreck.
I like it.
Well, definitely no guy or girl magnet.
If you need to impress, look to this class alone.
The executive. Okay.
I'm putting my ride on the line. Either
Ooh,
you
I like the
match
sound
your
of that.
cash, or you can forget about the fight.
Can I have a gold car with, or
With
a
these
black
wheels,
car
no
with gold
expense has
pinstripes?
been
That'd be
spared, no
kind
frill
of awesome.
ignored. Their plush interiors decked out in all the latest tech, while you get to sit back and enjoy the ride.
4 wheels in the front.
Masterful engineering and practical design. Trucks and tanks
Slow
for
as
when you need
shit.
power and brute force.
Hell of a machine.
This reminds me so much of GTA. I love it.
My pride and joy.
I absolutely love
And
it.
these monsters are literally unstoppable.
This is so cool.
These are for chooms who love the smell of exhaust and the roar of street wildlife.
What the hell?
Their powerful engines and exchangeable parts make them perfect for tuning.
My Mustang is a tuner? What?
Smell that choo-choo burn!
Whether it's street racing,
I'm a little bit
running
pissed
from the
off on that one.
NCPD, or
You're gonna
just
call
showing
my
off in the
my
streets.
fucking Mustang a
With these
tuner? How
high-powered
dare you?
beasts, you will have only respect.
Oh yeah, I like that.
If you need speed and armor, the hypercar class is
The
for you.
exotics.
It means precise bodywork, built-in LiDAR arrays, and really expensive materials.
Imagine you're sitting on a pile of eddies.
It's an
Probably
Audi
less than
R8.
1,000 people in the world can afford the Erendite.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
They will take you places you never dreamed you'd go.
A little bit of Bugatti
Oh,
action
and
in there, I
original
think.
vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077. We also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Floor it, V.
That was not a Porsche. Nah.
Paul, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's fair to say we've come a really long way from Roach in The Witcher, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yep.
In The Witcher.
There's a lot to talk about.
Love
What
it.
do you want to talk about?
Let's start with the various classes of different cars, because in the video we saw there were things like economy and luxury vehicles. But can you tell us a bit more about their kind of design philosophy? What
Got
does
some
each
dirt
kind
bikes?
of class offer when people are driving them around?
It reminds me of San Andreas in a
Absolutely.
lot of ways.
Depending on the variation
I don't
of
know
the
why.
car that you're either buying or stealing, depending on your flavor.
That default car is
you'll
like a
notice that they'll
DeLorean.
just look different, but they'll also drive different and feel different. If you're buying or stealing a nice fancy looking sports
Never
color
steal.
version of a car, you'll notice that it drives, faster, sounds a little bit more punchy and sporty than, for example, a junkier version of that same car. It can have solar panels tied to the roof or some other pipes that are hot wiring some other, cyberpunk components in
Cool.
your car. And
Can we
well,
customize?
if it looks cheap, it probably drives cheap too.
So it seems that not only do the cars look good on the outside, but there's an awful lot of detail on the inside as well. Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the Quadra Type 66 that the gangs are driving out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Yep, definitely. If you're about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you get in, you'll see the dashboard light up nicely. You'll see your dial indicators revving a little bit. But
Good amount of
that
detail.
may not exist
Ooh.
for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely. No matter what your flavor is, you'll find something that suits your needs.
So what about racing then? Will there be racing?
Of
'Cause I
course.
know people have been asking.
Of course there will be.
Yes, we're absolutely going to have several races in the game. Different locations. If you know you're going to be driving in the Badlands, maybe bring a Nomad car because it's just built to driving in
Oh,
the
wow.
Badlands.
Rage
if you know you're gonna be
flashbacks
racing in
right
Night
there.
City, just bring the hottest wheels you've got because you're going to need all the power you can get. No matter where you're racing,
Need
though,
for
you
speed.
need to bring a gun. because
Cyberpunk
this is Night City
edition.
and you never know
Love
what's
it.
going to happen.
Actually, technically,
Okay, so talk
Cyberpunk
about
Need for Speed
bringing
edition.
cars then. Let's talk about like storing and calling cars, because we know people can steal them.
Garage.
But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection?
Can we GTA it?
And then how do they actually, summon them?
Well, summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your transportation may or may not show up on a roof somewhere, but we're still working on fixing some bugs.
Roach
here and
was
there.
the
But
I never
if
played
there's a
Witcher
car that you
3.
really, really
I need
like
to
very
sit
much,
down and
if
play
you
Witcher
can't
3
wait to
before
own
this
a
comes
Quadra
out.
or Type 66,
I really do.
You'll get a message from your fixer and says, "Hey, I've got a Quadra for sale for you. You want to buy it?" All you have to do is drive over, pay the money, and you've got your very own Quadra. Not to mention that every single vehicle that you buy, every single player vehicle, is absolutely unique in every way. It's got a unique interior, unique exterior, paint job.
Can we customize it though?
You know, it'll sound different, but it'll also handle different.
So in the video, we did mention there
You can be able
was
to
space
customize
for a
it.
true automotive icon. Do you want to reveal what that actually is?
Of course. The car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's car. And Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a big rocker boy and he needs some wheels to match. So we gave him a 911 Porsche from 1977, which means in 2077, Johnny's car is going to be exactly 100 years old.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for your time today. Personally, I think I'm going to try and balance being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a Mai Mai, because I love that little car. I think I could do it, right? I could be cool and in a Mai Mai.
Definitely. Mai Mai is absolutely cool as long as you stay on the road and not on the sidewalk.
I'll try
Hey,
my
you can
very
go
best.
four wheeling. You just showed it.
In past episodes, we've said that music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life. But it's not just music.
Oh my God,
Our
my green
teams
screen.
went to incredible lengths
I'm gonna
to
figure this out.
recreate and capture the sounds that really bring these vehicles to life. I mean, they might have had some fun driving them, but I'm pretty sure that's just a perk of the job.
Gotta get my wub wub.
We started with the visuals, and then we wanted to like attach a proper sound to the visuals so that you have like a nice feeling or a nice vibe of the complete car. And then we moved on to organizing the whole thing. Early on, we made the decision that we are going to
Wiggle
record
Waggle Road.
race tracks, and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with Tomek Chopik, who is like very, very well-known racing driver in Poland. That's really a nice sensation when you're driving with a racing driver and then he pushes the car to the limits. Like you can feel the
He's over there just holding on.
braking and, tight cornering, and you can feel the car actually like bending the laws of physics. We wanted to record a broad spectrum of cars, so we started with the powerful muscle cars, and then we went to more screamy tuned V6s, inline
Nice.
6s, and then we went to V10s. We wanted to grab the off-road cars. We of course grabbed some drift cars, just to have the more aggressive character in the cars. We had to assemble a sound group or a sound team that would make the placing of the mics process very, very fast, because we had plenty of cars to do in a short time span.
We had the team of mechanics from a rally team, and they helped us immensely. What they've done, they allowed us to put the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access.
It's funny because I've seen this for
differently,
so many
putting the
games
mic
over the years.
right into the car. They helped us to
This
locate
is
the
like
places that are
standard
best.
stuff that they usually do.
Placed 3 microphones in the engine bay, 3 microphones in the exhaust, and 2 microphones in the car. Cars are very, very complex in terms of sound, and it's very difficult to get all the necessary components that you have to make it sound believable.
But we were trying to look for something that would give us the character of the engine.
Trying to make it sound very 3D, which is good. I did notice the difference, the different soundings of the cars when they were just showing that.
We wanted to use normal
To the different
organic,
classes of the cars, they
electric
definitely have a
engine that you
different
could actually
engine
have in
sound.
the nowadays car.
We didn't want the
They did a good
engines to
job.
be futuristic sci-fi-ish sounding. We want them much more organic, much more down
Good.
to earth. Something
Good.
that represent the combustion engine.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we added small elements like the futuristic horns or like a futuristic UI
like
of
that.
a car. It makes you feel like you are in a car of the future, and some car might talk to you, other car might have blips and bobs that
Hello.
will make you feel like
Your
you're in
next
a
destination
futuristic
is.
vehicle.
Chicky bum bum da 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 bum bum.
We wanted to be very, very close
The
to
soundtrack.
what Mike set up in the lore.
We went from wob wobs to like
Early on, we
reggae.
decided to record Johnny's original car, which is the Porsche 911 930.
I hate Porsches. That's like the one car I just can't. I don't like that, and I don't like Ferraris.
We could put Mike in
Everybody's like,
different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded.
Watch
is
any of my
the
Need for Speed stuff. I'm
only
like,
car really
fuck
that
that.
would
Give me a
be
Mustang.
Really sounding like the real car in the real world.
We recorded more than 40 vehicles.
Not often do we record so many vehicles. For
I have
a
one
game
of those
that is
mics.
not really a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with the
Man,
sound team.
they're going
This
to
was
like
something that we didn't do before. So
Forza Gran
creating the
Turismo
designs,
levels here.
creating the technology behind
That's good.
how the sound behaves.
really good.
That's the best thing actually I ever did in my sound career.
You can really hear the difference. That's good. All of a sudden, you're gonna hear.
There has been a lot
You're
of
like,
talk about cars
uh-oh,
so far.
big truck
So
coming
let's
after
take
me.
a look at another collaboration. This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
Keanu!
The smell.
Hey. Did he get his bike in the game now?
Yeah.
I forget what his bike is
Journey.
called, but is it Arch? I think it is. Maybe Arch.
Freedom. No, it's not like deeper.
Get some bass in there. Yeah. Ooh. It's a good sound bike. I'm named after a bike, I should know.
I'm Keanu Reeves, and we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle, and we're doing some audio recording for Cyberpunk.
Awesome. His bike's going to be in the game. Hell yes. I think that's going to be my ride right there.
Arch Motorcycle is a custom production motorcycle company. What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform, but each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
Keeps a steady price point. Damn. Very.
When CD Projekt Red approached me about doing Cyberpunk 2077, they also spoke about integrating. They were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating kind of specialized Cyberpunk 2077 version of the Arch Motorcycle.
Can we get the laid back
And I
one
thought
though?
that was a very fine idea.
I want the sports bike. I want like the laid back.
We have
Even
a
that
motorcycle
bike right there looks
we've designed
cool.
and we've been developing called the Method 143.
Right.
And so that, I think in particular
carbon
was,
fiber
was a creative inspiration for the designers. So they sort of used that
Damn.
as a basis and then went further. So it has
Looking like a bullet.
different, crazy looking power plant.
It's a little sporty. I still like the laid back look, but it looks pretty nice.
I like it.
Today we're capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power plant, drivetrain, and characteristics of the motorcycle, which I'm sure they will, have play with and stuff. But the source will be pure.
It has a sort of a racing engine in it compared to our production motorcycles. It has a dual exhaust system. And it sounds pretty.
Got that growl. That's right.
I could definitely blindfolded tell that that's the Method 143-ish sounding motorcycle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we got the kind of a laid back feel on it. Ooh, it sounds good. Yeah. There's this like blanketed
Nature of
bass
the role-playing aspect of the game
that is coming off of
I think
me.
it'll be cool, like to be on a bike and hearing that, going through the city streets and getting into the madness and mayhem.
Yeah, I'll be racing around that bike.
As with all
I
episodes
really
of
want to
Night City
customize
Wire,
these
if you're
vehicles,
tuning in
but
late, or if you just want to watch anything again, we
especially
will be
like the bike. I
uploading
want to
everything
customize
to
the
our
bike.
channels soon. Now it's time to talk about styles in Night City. Are you more kitsch or neo-militarism?
Let's go. I want the long overcoat. I want
Welcome to the brief authoritative history of Night City. This chapter is devoted to so-called styles.
I want that like
Deeply
slick,
linked with the history
that slick
of the
style
world
with the overcoat
and a
on
very
and everything.
important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere. In cars, clothes, guns, implants. They are your war paint.
I saw Kino in the
As
background.
one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
Cyberpunk, become human.
This girl, swoosh, swoosh, slicing them up like sashimi.
4 visual styles are evident in the Night City of 2077, each with its own history, status, and features.
Maybe a little of the first and the,
Neon
and the
hair,
third one there.
illuminated tattoos, and chrome. Function comes second. Looks are what matter.
Maybe. I don't know. This looks... It's a little nightclubby for me.
Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams.
I want to walk into that nightclub,
The fourth corporate war broke out,
overcoat
and
on,
entropism
that
was
shadowy figure just ready to
Vast
fuck
and
shit
deep
up.
crises forced people
Yeah.
to find ways to survive by any means.
Go
Getting
down
the
the
job
hood.
done, no matter how, was
Oh,
the
geez.
primary goal. The look? Who cares?
I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
Fuck them, fuck this job, fuck this city.
Deadly elegance without ostentation. Corporate militaristic fashion, mostly seen in the wealthier parts of town.
Deus Ex style.
Substance over style. That's the motto. Celebrities, brain dance stars, business magnates, heirs to corporate fortunes and corporate executives. They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
Oh shit, these hands. Sometimes it seems like I just brushed something and sparks fly.
I feel like they're going maybe a little too flash with the whole cyberpunk thing. Like,
Thank you for your attention.
give me something that looks a
We wish
little
you
bit
a
like
very
modern
pleasant
day
stay
to our
in
time,
marvelous metropolis.
but it's still
Good luck
futuristic. You know, like
and goodbye.
you should have that like kind of medium in there a little bit too.
NC's Legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters
Yeah.
not where you start.
Might see possibly some custom weapons in there too. Give me as much customization as possible. I love that game. Yeah, okay. See, that's not so bad of a look right there. The leather jacket kind of look. Like the front cover looks
Just before
pretty
this
cool
episode
also.
started, you might have tuned in early and seen our Cyberpunk cosplay contest finale. But just in case you've missed it, we've prepared a little summary for you featuring our very talented finalists. In the Cyberpunk cosplay contest, we asked
Alright,
our
I'm
very
gonna
talented
skip past this.
community to cosplay a character from
If
the
I can.
game based on the art, screenshots, the 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers.
I mean, it's cool.
competed for
It's
first
awesome that
place
they're
in
doing
the
that. I'm just kind of. Again, it's really cool they're doing stuff like this. Almost like a live action trailer. Put a contest out there and it's just like, yep,
Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077 was coming to Stadia, and today we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside other platforms, and pre-orders are starting now. Night City Wire is almost over, but if you do want just a little bit more, then stay tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join us for our post-show. As always, don't forget that if you've missed anything or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly, and we'll be back with Night City Wire Episode 5 soon. You know what, actually, there is one more thing we're going to show you. Welcome to the diner.
Whoa.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house? You want to rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need
see, like this look right here.
Stronger spine, because taking over Night
like
City
the
ain't gonna be easy.
that's kind of like a regular look. It's not overly fancy. I like that.
I'm in. Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
I hope there is some like options to have like kind of a regular-ish look. I'm a little more simple than all this crazy neon lights lit up and cybernetics at the wahoo. The wahoo. Okay. So a lot was shown in that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to go back to the whole thing or anything like that. But definitely like I said, I mean, I just my gut feeling is this game. I mean, I've seen how The Witcher is, and it is glitchy at times and everything. And there's a lot of people that are like, this is the greatest game ever. And then there's other people that are like, well, it has really terrible combat, and I hope that they really fix that. That could be the biggest downfall of Cyberpunk, is the combat not work as well as it could. So far of what we've seen, the combat is on point, because we do know at CD Projekt Red, their main focus is usually story mode. It seems like they're going above and beyond for this, like, and here's the thing. This game is current gen. It's not really a next gen game. This is a current gen title. In all purposes, it's a next gen upgrade for it. So is the next gen upgrade going to be way more advanced? Hopefully. I'm pretty much betting on I'm going to play this on the PC just to make sure that I can get all the the ray tracing features if they're there in like a patch or something. If they're just in case the combat doesn't feel the greatest on the controller, check it out on the mouse and keyboard. I don't know. I'm like thinking that the PC is going to be the top end. Plus mods. The modding community for CD Projekt Red is like top notch. I've seen so many mods for Witchers and I know that The Witcher 3 has a ton of mods to it, so that's where I'm gonna be at, is PC version of it. So it's been great. I can't wait to check this out and run through it and everything, and just enjoy the world, enjoy the characters, enjoy the storyline, enjoy my time running through a virtual world with, Neo was like one of those characters growing up where I was just like, this guy is awesome. And then John Wick comes out and I'm like, this guy is awesome also. So Keanu Reeves, and actually maybe working alongside him is Johnny Silverhand, once again another character that looks pretty cool. Wow. I think for a lot of us, that's like a childhood, thing of, this is so cool. But just the storyline too, of like being able to do multiple areas and go and fishtail into multiple different sections of the storyline, and this one little thing over here might piss somebody off over here, and like just how everything connects is top notch great. So I think other than that, just like I really am looking forward to seeing if there's any customization options. Like I'm seeing a lot of here's car. Let me go in and customize a paint job. Let me customize take it from a rust bucket to a really top end car. Like let me rebuild a car from. If I can start the game off with like a rust bucket and keep that car and build it up all the way through and make that my like default car all the way up through to the end of the game, where it is like this really awesome, like, you know, full on like kit Knight Rider type of vehicle and everything, that'd be so cool. Also with the bikes too, like a big thing in bike culture is customization. And I've seen some of the like your partner in crime there, his guns are like gold and silver with black handles. If I can customize my weapons, that'd be awesome. Also, I'd all black with like gold detailing on just everything in this game. Whew. Again, too, I really want to just walk into a nightclub, the overcoat on. I'm like that shadowy figure. Like, you don't just, you know, there's something up with this guy. You don't want to mess with him and everything. Like, just having that, be able to make that feel inside this virtual world. I feel like you can do it. I just haven't fully seen it, and I think they might be holding it off until the game fully launches because they don't want to just show everything off. I feel like it's there. We're just going to see how in-depth it gets. Again, it could fall flat on its face. This thing could be bug-ridden. It could be really low res. It could have a low frame rate. It could have... There's a bunch of stuff that could be wrong with it, but from everything that we're seeing, it seems like it's going to come out pretty good. So I'm going to call it there. So yeah, this was a lot of fun checking this stuff out. Anyways, a long video, but it was a long episode for Night City Wire. It always runs a little bit long. Again, I have this vision in my brain, which is also something I know that a lot of people are like very hyped up and they're going into this game with like a vision in their brain of how they want to play it. Just be careful with that because you might be setting yourself up for overhyping and over expectation. Just go into it like, we'll see what this delivers. I think it's going to be pretty cool, but we'll see. And I think the game will be 10 times more enjoyable. Let the game hype you up instead of just going in and be like, oh my God, you know? I know that this game is like the most sought after game right now for a lot of people. So like I said, we'll see how it delivers. Anyways, if you like anything in this, you know, hit that thumbs up, share it around. That definitely helps out tremendously. Gets my videos around the algorithms of the YouTubes. Outside of that, I'll definitely be streaming this and a lot more stuff. I do a variety of different games, including some competitive games over on Twitch TV /Warwolf. And yeah, check me out on there and over here on Twitch. Ring that bell if you want to see whenever I post up new videos. I'm probably gonna have like 3 videos up tonight at least. And then yeah, I'm doing all kinds of different stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see ya next time.